Hello, you're watching Proactive London. Joining me today is Kirill Klipp. He's the Executive Chairman of TNR Gold. Kirill, very good to see you as always. And we're chatting about the Los Azules copper project in Argentina and a $70 million financing announced by McEwen Copper. So big news for the project.
Yes, good afternoon, Stephen. Thank you for having us today. Yes, it's another very important milestone for the development of the giant Los Azules copper, gold, and silver project in Argentina. As you know, we are building TNR Gold, the green energy metals royalty and gold company, and we have NSR royalty on the entire Los Azules copper project in Argentina. And now we have another really important development for the project. Rob McEwen announced financing of $70 million this round. And what is most important for all shareholders of TNR Gold and our investors, that Rob McEwen is participating himself again in this financing. Rob will invest $5 million. McEwen Mining is joining him with another $14 million. And we have to say here that this round of investing is coming on back of previous investments by Rob McEwen over $40 million, Rio Tinto $65 million, and the giant automaker from Europe, Stellantis, invested over $275 million. We saw some articles on Bloomberg that one of the major energy companies in Argentina was interested to invest in Los Azules copper. So it will be very interesting to see the final round of investors in McEwen Copper this time.
And of course, Kirill, this latest financing is helping to advance the project to a bankable feasibility study. So that's due for completion in the first quarter of next year, right?
Yes, this is correct. And it's so important with this timing. As you know, timing means everything in markets and for mining. And we are celebrating these days and groundbreaking victory for the new president of Argentina, Javier Milei. The Argentina's Congress approves his groundbreaking pro-reform measures for legislation in order to cut red tapes for the projects like Los Azules, in order to allow their developments. We are talking here about measures directed at providing tax cuts and other additional benefits for the projects. And now we are looking forward because basically all investors in Argentina receives the most friendly, business-friendly message from Argentina these days.
In the meantime, there's been a new update from Fundamental Research Corporation on TNR Gold. What does that say about the project?
Yes, Stephen, all this news are coming together, and now Fundamental Research Corp provided their update on our company. They issued their previous update in September, and it's a fact, before this update, our company was up 40%, and now they reiterated their buy rating and they put even a higher target price. But for this, all our shareholders should check out the report themselves, and I have to mention and caution them that this report doesn't provide the view of the management as always, but it provides a very good matrix for valuation for all shareholders and investors for their own due diligence of our company.
I mean, looking at valuations, Kirill, with the M&A activity in the royalty space, what does that say about the potential valuations for your net smelter return royalty from Los Azules?
Yes, with all this news from Argentina about positive business-friendly environment over there, with all this milestone reached by the team of Rob McEwen, who are doing wonderful job over there, and they just finished the feasibility drilling, and we're expecting maybe another increase in reserves for this project. We are basically moving closer to potential valuations. Like previously I discussed that our royalty could be valued as high as $30 million based on the deal which was done by Cisco Gold on SolGold project in Ecuador, when Rob McEwen estimated that his own royalty on Los Azules copper could be valued as high as $100 million. And looking at fundamentals, you can easily understand why we are talking about such important numbers today. Goldman Sachs issued an investment note that they're expecting $6 per pound of copper already this year. Copper hit all-time high at 5.19 per pound in May. And we are talking about Los Azules that it can bring to TNR Gold close to $6 million in potential royalty revenue stream each year, based on now increased to 180,000 tons of so-called green copper produced annually in Argentina for over 27 years of life of mine. So we are looking forward to all this coming news, and it will be very interesting for everybody to see new investors coming into McEwen Copper in order to advance this giant project with all recent good pro-business news coming from Argentina.
Well, Kirill, I hope you'll keep us posted on any new developments. Thank you very much for the update today.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you for having us today.
You're very welcome. That's Kirill Klipp. He's Executive Chairman of TNR Gold.